Ranked is back, so let's go ahead and talk through the top 8 decks that you should be playing right now to climb up this ladder very quickly. Up first, we have none other than Greninja Darkrai Mega Absol. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the ping damage has one of the highest win rates right now in the tournament scene, from being able to have a little bit of a boost here with Hiking Trail, so that way you can play out your cards and like get into your stage 2 faster, right? Like you have Copycat that like allowed you, that enabled you to search, but you didn't really have that much else. Now you have Hiking Trail, get yourself down to 1 or 2 cards, and then you're literally getting your cards out. You really don't care if your opponent is having that full card draw, because between Greninja, between Rocky Helmet, between Darkrai Ping, you can really control the board state. So even if they're putting stuff up there, you're like, don't know about that. Well, bring them on up, hit them with the Cyrus, and then do your damage as you need to. By having a Hiking Trail, you can get closer to your optimal board state, which is 2 Greninjas, and you pick your poison, right? You can have a Darkrai up front or a Mega Absol up front, but either way, you are hitting for at minimum 140 damage, because you have 80 from either one, and then you have 60 ping between both of these abilities. What's really nice is being able to also lock out your opponent while you have your Hiking Trail out, so that way they have less cards to play out, right? So that means no items, means that they can't really hinder and get below that 3 while you get 2 as well. So there's even ways to mitigate trying to let your opponent do all that while you get yourself all nice and set up here as well. I mean, between the Rocky Helmet and Water Shuriken, you can still deal that damage that you need to, and who knows, maybe even knocking out a Pokemon or 2 with just your abilities to then just finish off with one of these guys can definitely secure you a win. So if you're looking for a deck that provides you with a lot of options and a lot of control, right? This is really a lot of controlling the board, managing your opponent's health as you want to, so that way you can either finish out with the active or Cyrus up and then do that. This deck is for you. We then continue off into Greninja Mega Altaria. Greninja, we just explained the power of that, right? The control state of the board. But what this allows you is to just have a great and strong finisher here. With this, you're really more so just chipping away at your opponent's health between all of the ping damage with the Rocky Helmet. Here, you're just looking to hit for 160. And how you do that, or even 160, even 180, right? Like you have 2 Greninjas that provide you the 40, your training area provides you the 50, and then you have your Mega Altaria that gives you that 130 boost. Between Froakies, Swablues, Chinglings, your bench is consistently filled. I really think Mega Altaria's like condition here is probably one of the easiest to meet. So having that 130 power is unbelievable for it, but hitting like 1 Licia and then the 1 Pokeball nets you these 2 Mons and plus a Froakie, so you're very much all set there. And this training boost just gives you that additional power, even if you have just like, you know, Chinglings and Swablues or whatever, you know, like no Greninja yet, you still hit for that baseline 140, and that is like where the baseline is like you want to be able to like one-shot some of the more meta contenders here in terms of EXs that folks are looking at. So another strong baseline here, going into Greninja, setting yourself up for that 130, 150, 170 attack, or even just boosting up your damage just even a little bit. If like, let's say it's just Greninja Mega Altaria, you're still hitting for 60, or sorry, you're still hitting for 90 for 2. It's not the best, but like it's still not just 70, right? Like you still get your power in there, which is really, really nice. So being able again just to fluctuate with that, get that power damage up there, that's 90, even 100 just for 2 with the training area. Greninja gives you that much needed oomph to be able to clear Pokemon in one go, putting you in a much better spot in terms of being ahead in points. We then continue off into Suicune Baxcalibur. This deck hasn't really gone anywhere. Still very strong because you have card draw, you have ramp options, and you have a Mon that snipes anywhere. Suicune evolves, said literally like hit the Woody and Buzz meme, just like, you know, just dropped it in the trash, picked up Chien-Pao and Baxcalibur. They said goodbye to Greninja and Indeedee, and Suicune has been thriving ever since, or not thriving, or continues to thrive. There we go. That's much better. Your legendary pulse allows you to draw your cards into your Excalibur, sometimes even going second. Can let you attack right away with its move because you can rare candy evolve into your Excalibur and then generate the energy so that way Suicune can get going. Ultimately, you're hoping to keep your Suicune up in the front as long as you can so that way you can have your Excaliburs ready and your Chien-Pao ready to be able to just hit the icicle, dive icicles as much as you can. Just even knocking out one Pokemon with Suicune allows you to just finish things up with your ultimate sniper because it's diving icicles deals 132 anybody. And that's so good. That's so good. Yes, you discard 2 energy, but having double Excalibur means you can do it turn after turn. Having just one and done, or having just one allows you to just wait after the fact. So that's why you really just come in late game closer and like let yourself finish things off. And what I really do love about Excalibur is that it can like you just throw one energy on there, get yourself ready to go, hit that for that 90, retreat, and then ramp up the other energy up the other side. 140 is no joke in terms of health, so it's really nice to be able to have some good bodies here. I'm starting playing to really benefit off these two, and you're sitting kind of pretty. Then when I just said Suicune hasn't gone anywhere, here's a deck that is just like, it's strong. It's just strong, and I think we see variations of other decks like come out and like are being played or you know, because those are like the new toys, right? Like people tend to find those new decks, find success with the new decks, but you can still remember that like, hey, you may or may not need to pay for, you know, new sets or anything. Like if all you care about is like, how can I climb with the cards that I have? Like, this is it. And you can trade for all of these cards, which is like really, really cool to ensure that you're getting them, right? And like there are 3, you can get 3 diamonds, 4 diamonds, right? Like you can get people to share these with you as well. But Hydreigon, Mega Absol, Nihilego, ultimate combo, still to this day, you turn to 130, your opponent can't do anything. They get hit with their poisons, they're getting that damage down. Your Mega Absol can then can come in after they've had to deal with 2 Hydreigons, and then just Hiking Trail. Again, just adding that consistency into a stage 2 deck when you can afford to put it in here just allows you to then just again play your cards knowing that you're just going to ramp back up with them in your hand. So in a turn you can draw 1, 2, or 3 additional cards in your deck, just put you at a total advantage. 20 cards and you're able to find your Hydreigon faster, or you're able to get your Mega Absol faster, or you can find those poison barbs from Nihilego. Like that is exactly what you want to have in here. And that just added more consistency for a deck that just goes crazy, right? Like if we're talking like, here's what I'm doing on turn 2, this deck has like the highest damage output. 130 hitting hard and then being able to consistently go into that, or make it even that much more consistent to go into that, feels crazy. So we continue to go from there, from going from one of the hardest hitters to one of the tankiest walls. You have your Mega Steelix and DDD EX here that is just surrounded by so much healing, right? So this, the dig here allows you to live a couple of turns until you can get your Mega Absol, flipping those coins. That's really great. Your Brock can actually help you ramp that up, which is also really, really nice here. But once you get to your Mega Steelix action, 120, no weakness, minus 20 damage, plus the heavy helmet. So you take a minus 40. And then that minus 40 damage gets recovered instantly with your 2 in the EX. You have 2 lucky ice pops and you have 2 Pokemon Center ladies. Like it's just it's a lot of healing at base. This is 20, 40, 70, 90, 110 in one turn. Let's just say everything just goes wrong, right? Like you just get tails. Like that's like 110 in one turn, and then the following turn, if you get your second one, then you go 40, 70, right? Like it's still so much, and you have no weakness, so you're just taking the hits, and you're gonna go from there. So this is just one of those matchups that you really try to get them knocked out as fast as you can, because the damage that they can take in is just nutty because of the heals, because of this effect for the attack on the enemy rolling. So if you like slower games and you're like, I'm just gonna outlast you, like this is a really, really good deck for you. Then we come back to Mega Altaria, and we're seeing some new variations here. This deck has been doing pretty well, but like you're gonna see like a Pokemon Center lady here. But not a lot of decks are really, maybe one Pokemon Center Lady. But there's like these top decks aren't running a lot of like sleep things, so you can get away with some of this action before you go. You get your Igglypuff ready, you can get your Darkrai Den in there, and then you can finish off with Mega Altaria, serve Mega Altaria as a sleeper, or just if they stay asleep, then they're just unlucky for that. That can happen. Protective Poncho to protect your Mega Altaria, so that way you don't have to worry about anything getting sniped up early to Cyrus to then finish the game. You can literally whittle them down and go from there. It's a pretty great setup. You don't have to worry about things like Leaf or whatever. XP's in here to just kind of like help out with the Darkrai if you need to. But essentially, put them asleep, let them take the ping damage. They're losing 50 damage per turn, and once they get through one Pokemon, you can then set that up and do it again. And just even getting that initial 50, 100, or it's like it's 50 on your turn because you hit with the Sleep Lullaby. Then it's their turn, they stay asleep. Then it goes back to you after they take 40 damage again, so that's 90 damage. Then you hit them again, and then that's another 50, so that's 140 damage before they even woke up. Like that, it's bonkers that this is the combination, but it is the combination. You do have to make them sleep. But then even then, you can even sleep scan with your Swablu as well. So even like you have 4 opportunities to make sure that Felix can't do what they want to do. So just making sure that you're managing sleeps on basics, so that way you ain't worried about them evolving or on their fully evolved mon. So that way you can keep them trapped in that sleep scam. It feels good on your end, feels horrible to be receiving it. So that's why decks like this kind of go crazy. Magnezone Oricorio is already a strong like anti-meta contender. You have such powerful hits with Magnezone, 150 HP, but to be able to deal that mirror shot to kind of negate those big strong attacks because they have to coin flip in order to get through it was pretty good. You get Oricorio for those megas, they can't attack you, so you try to whittle it down in another way. But now you have Tealmass Ogerpon EX, which is kind of helps you through with Oricorio. A lot of the ways to knock out Oricorio is through status when you're having left with just the EX Pokemon, right? Like Burn, Sleep, or Poison doesn't now get affected because of this Ogerpon. This Ogerpon will never attack. This Ogerpon is here to just sit on the bench and be like, hey, leave my peoples alone, let them do their thing. So you're running Electric Energy only here. You're really just getting into little mini wall or Oricorio. Let me get my Magnezone ready. Let me start attacking. Let me make sure that they can attack so that we can then go forward from there. Running the double Cyrus to ensure that you can take in those hits, because like that 90 is no joke. That's 180 in 2 turns. You definitely live a lot of good hits here with that 150 health there. Sometimes you throw in that cape to make it 170, but that's really nice. I really do love Felicia and the Clement really allowing you to grab your Magnetons, grabbing your Magnemites, grabbing your Magnetons in here to really thin out your deck pretty quickly. It's kind of nice because then you can continue that evolution up there from there as well. So Tealmass, like this deck definitely got an upgrade and it has been using it really well. Definitely one of the decks that have had a higher win rate since the last season with this addition of Tealmass being, which is crazy because we've already had Tealmass in the game, but because of things propping up, it has fit nicely into this meta. There's a reason now to run it instead of just haphazardly having it before, and it's just fit really well as a really good counter to a lot of things that people are doing. And last but not least, new megas on the scene right here, Mega Manectric. This is just really fast. It just goes in, attacks, goes in there as well. You like the Reckless Charge here, just getting that 1 energy for 30. That goes very far. You're able, yes, you do 10 damage to yourself, but you're able to knock out babies, which is like really something that you're looking forward to being able to do between having Zero Aura for fast also generation here, right? Like you start with your Electric or you start with your Zero Aura, but you're looking for quick knockouts and having energy ready to go to be able to attack, right? Like I'm attacking with Lightning Claw quickly, and that's what that means. That's my 50 damage, or I'm attacking with that 30 for that 1 energy quickly, and I'm jumping into this 80, bada bing, bada boom, Electric Generator to just get that coin up as well. Training Area to boost his damage, because once Mega Manectric gets that one, once you get that 1 point with this deck, you then you can get your 2 immediately, because this it doesn't say 80, it boosts its damage for every point that you get. So that now spells trouble, because it can quickly snowball once you have all of those things up into the mix. But yeah, y'all, these are the decks. These are like my really excited to like just kind of like run a gambit with these, just to ensure again, like, hey, let's make the climb happen. Let's have a lot of fun with the climb as well. And if there are any spicy decks or any decks that you are running that you feel like, hey, this has been like, I've been like 10-0, or like, here's my 15 game win streak, or anything less like that, like, let me know down below in the comment section. Can't wait to see it, y'all. As always, if you enjoyed the vibes of this channel, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, click the notification bell button, and catch you on the next one. Peace.